You might think you're doing everything right for your health, but we rounded up some of the most surprisingly unhealthy things you're already doing. Prepare to be amazed by this list of 20 things you do every day that are bad for your health.
Amazing!
Number 20. Sitting too much. You may think you're in great shape because you never miss a trip to the gym, but if you spend a large portion of your day sitting while working at a desk job or watching TV, you're still at an elevated risk of heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and early death. More than 47 studies have shown that if you exercise but still spend a larger proportion of your day sitting, you're about 30% more likely to die of any cause than someone who doesn't sit as much. Adding a vigorous workout to your overall sedentary lifestyle reduces your risk to only 16% more likely to die of any cause. If you can afford it, a standing desk is a great idea. If not, reduce the time you spend sitting as much as possible. Try standing when you watch TV or enjoy fascinating videos like this one, and take frequent breaks at work to walk around your office. Number 19. Wearing skinny jeans. We know you've been working on diet and exercise, and you're even spending less time sitting after that last one, and now you want to show off how good you look in those skinny jeans. That's understandable, but those pants can cause nerve damage. Wearing too tight pants can compress the lateral femoral cutaneous nerve, leading to neuralgia paresthetica. If you haven't watched enough episodes of Grey's Anatomy to know what that is, it's a fancy way of saying that extra tight waistband can cause symptoms like numbing in the leg, stinging pain, increased sensitivity to heat, and in some cases, atrophied leg muscle. Try a more relaxed fit, or, if you have to have the skinny jeans, at least buy them in a roomy size. Number 18. Washing machines filled with E.COLI. You probably think your clothes are nice and clean when they come out of the washing machine, right? Sorry to sully your view of its power, but not so fast. One study found that about 44% of washing machines in Britain contain E.COLI, which usually arrives there from dirty underwear. Washing clothes at low temperatures, overloading the machine, and failing to clean the machine itself all contribute to a buildup of the dangerous bacteria. In order to make a clean break with E.COLI, experts advise to clean your washing machine regularly on a high temperature, wash at no more than a third full, and use bleach on especially dirty items like underwear. Number 17. Sleeping in a bra may be bad for you. Some women wear a bra to bed thinking it will help prevent their breasts from sagging as they age. But no bra can change the effects of gravity, or the fact that aging results in breast tissue being converted to fat tissue, which tends to droop. Sleeping in a bra may cause problems, especially if the bra is too tight or puts pressure on the breasts. This can lead to cysts. Wearing undergarments to bed can also cause decreased salivatory melatonin levels, and the suppression of melatonin may be linked to an increased risk of health problems like difficulty sleeping, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. So sleeping in a bra may be downright bad for you. Number 16. Artificial sweeteners trick your body into weight gain. Eating less sugar is good, but replacing it with other artificial sweeteners is not. Studies have shown that rodents fed with artificial sweeteners actually gain more weight than those fed real sugar. But why? It turns out faux sugar fails to flip all the same switches in the brain as the real deal. The brain expects calories, but doesn't get them, so it increases appetite, causing you to eat more. You're better off having the real stuff in moderation. If you want to reduce refined sugar, try replacing it with natural sugars, like those found in fruit. Number 15. Touching soap dispensers. If you've ever thought about how many hands touch a soap dispenser in a public restroom, you probably wouldn't be surprised to know that 25% of them are contaminated with bacteria. Antibacterial soaps are not a good solution. These actually encourage the growth of antibiotic-resistant bacteria on surfaces. Using regular soap instead of antibacterial formulas is safer and can help send antibiotic-resistant bacteria down the drain. You should also use refills that are sealed and less likely to be contaminated than large bulk bottles of soap. Number 14. Chewable vitamin C erodes teeth. Vitamin C, known for boosting your immune system and fighting free radicals. How can it be bad for you? Just ask your teeth. The technical name for vitamin C is ascorbic acid, and any kind of acid can be bad for chompers. Lots of fruits and vegetables that contain the nutrient, like oranges and tomatoes, are very acidic. Fortunately, food doesn't stay in the mouth long, but a chewable vitamin C tablet does, and because it hangs around for so long, it can erode the enamel of your teeth. If you want vitamin C, getting it from food or taking a pill that you can swallow is a much better idea. Number 13. Smartphones kill your ability to relax. Most of us don't know what we'd do without our smartphone, or how we ever got along without it. However, it actually prevents you from relaxing. Something called the helpful-stressful cycle leaves us feeling pressured to stay in touch, constantly checking our phones, even when we're supposed to be relaxing and leaving work or other stressful activities behind. One smart solution to smartphone stress is to take some time to yourself without your phone, even if you just leave it in another room or put it on silent. Number 12. Intense exercise makes a guy's genitals shrink. Exercise is healthy, but intense exercise can have one unpleasant side effect for men. It can cause the male genitals to shrink. It may even cause them to retract into your body. This happens with a lot of athletes, from runners to swimmers. It sounds like a bad late-night infomercial for a male enhancement product, but it's a normal thing that happens when men have a tough workout. But the shrinking effect only lasts about an hour, so there's no need to place your order just yet. Number 11. Facial piercings cause brain and nerve damage. Those facial piercings may look cool, but in rare cases they can cause serious nerve damage. A piercing in this area that goes wrong can damage the facial trigeminal nerve, which helps your brain link up with physical sensations in your face. In addition to being painful, this kind of damage can lead to misalignment, dizziness, and even loss of balance. Although unusual, it's a risk you have to face if you want a facial piercing. Number 10. Laser printers cause lung damage. Many people prefer laser printers because they're more economical, printing more pages for your money than inkjet printers. This is because they use toner, a powder that gets heat seared onto the paper. But it turns out laser printers emit tiny toner particles which can be inhaled. Emissions get worse after you install a new toner, and if you work in an open plan office with lots of large printers. In related bad news, many office buildings now recirculate air, which can contain everything from black mold to carbon monoxide, leading to sick building syndrome. Prolonged exposure to toner particles can lead to siderosilicosis, a lung disease common among coal miners. It's not clear how much exposure it takes to cause this problem, so if you use a laser printer, try to do so in a well-ventilated area. Number 9. Staying indoors could kill your sex drive. We know this sounds like another one of those things you hear in late-night infomercials, this time offering to solve your low libido problem. Those pills only raise your credit card bill, but there is something you can do to boost your sex drive for free. Spending time outdoors helps your body produce vitamin D, which raises testosterone production. This in turn boosts libido. No credit card required. You're welcome. Number 8. Common surfaces crawling with germs. You may have to stop laughing at your coworker who sprays disinfectant on their desk every 5 minutes. Scientists found office desks have, on average, around 21,000 germs per square inch. Phones have around 25,000, while toilet seats only have about 49 germs per square inch, probably because they're cleaned more frequently than the average desk surface. Number 7. Prolonged exposure to bright lights. If you think the fluorescent lights at the office are giving you a headache, you may be right. Fluorescent lights or over-illumination of any kind can cause a host of health problems. These include headaches, fatigue, stress, anxiety, cardiovascular disease, and erectile dysfunction. Before you ask your doctor for those little blue pills, you may want to try a new office with dimmer lighting. Number 6. Boredom bad for your heart. You've probably declared "I was bored to death" a few times, maybe after a budget meeting or similarly unexciting day at work. As it turns out, you can actually be bored to death. Researchers found that men with dull, boring jobs are at an increased risk of a heart attack. Boredom causes a slow, steady heartbeat, and when this goes on for a long time, the heart is less prepared to deal with a rapid beat, like you might have when you're shocked or exercising. If your job bores you, regular exercise may help reduce this risk. Number 5. Daily showering makes you more likely to get sick. You may think showering daily is healthy, but frequent showering strips off the skin's horny layer, leaving us more susceptible to disease. Showering also doesn't kill germs, it just moves them around. Studies have noted people have about the same amount of germs on their body regardless of how often they bathe. While showering less often may make you less likely to get sick, if your smell makes others sick, it's probably worth taking the risk. Number 4. Air fresheners and scented candles. You may enjoy the smell of a good air freshener or a nice scented candle, but they could be putting your health at risk. These often contain dangerous chemicals that can cause lung problems like asthma, increase the risk of cancer, and interfere with hormone production. One study showed using air fresheners as little as once a week raised the risk of asthma in adults. You may want to swap your air freshener for some actual fresh air. Number 3. Alarm clocks. If you dread the sound of your alarm clock going off in the morning, you may be onto something. Researchers have found that alarm clocks allow people to have a big difference in amount and patterns of sleep from the week to the weekend, which is bad for your circadian rhythms. The alarm itself is problematic too, raising your blood pressure and putting you in an alert situation the second you wake up. Number 2. Mowing your lawn. Your car probably has a catalytic converter to reduce the pollutants it emits into the air, but guess what? Your lawnmower doesn't. Although you probably use it less frequently than your car, that may not help. One study showed it would take about 100 miles of driving in a car to equal the amount of pollution your lawnmower spews out in an hour. If you have to mow, you may want to wear a mask to prevent breathing in fumes, and don't let your mower idle after you're finished. Number 1. Teflon. You probably think indestructible when you think of Teflon. It's that plasticky coating on cooking utensils that allows them to touch hot pans and surfaces without damage. Unfortunately, when it comes in contact with high enough heat, the coating releases toxic chemicals that can cause a flu-like condition if you ingest enough. These also weaken the immune system and may increase the risk for cancer, although there is no conclusive evidence of that yet. Most Americans have some level of the toxic chemical in their body. Use a regular metal spatula instead. What surprising things have you discovered were bad for your health? If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave it a like and subscribe, as well as clicking that bell icon to never miss a video. Thanks for watching.